Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. There was an emergency vehicle just out there as I was starting to talk. I wasn't sure if it was going to come right by or not, but it didn't. Thumbs up. And this part of my lip, oh my gosh, I burned it, and then it got a blister, and then the blister peeled off, and so it's been raw skin. And of course, when I eat food that's put chemicals like, salt and stuff up against the raw skin, so now it's all swollen and puffy, and as you see, it looks awful. So thumbs up. You should wait for tea to cool down before you sip it, because otherwise you're going to burn yourself. Yay. Anyway, though, thumbs up. I am surviving. And more important than that, parts of me are starting to feel a lot better. I've been able to walk quickly again for two reasons. Number one, the bottom of my heel on my right foot, where I had badly hurt it like a week ago, has not completely healed. When I'm out of walking, I can feel it going, I'm tender, I'm tender, I'm tender, not hurting, just to let me know, be careful. So thumbs up on that. And while my bone spurs are still there and still hurting as I tug on the belt loops of my pants, even though the bone spurs are still there, they had been at a point before they became really bad where I could walk it out. And then it was hurting, I'd limp when I first went out, and then a block or two, and sure, hurt, but I could still walk. And then just walk like there was nothing going on. Still hurt like the devil, but, well, it's feeling closer to that. So hopefully the bone spurs are, I don't know, the sharp parts going away. And then maybe they'll stop hurting again, like they did for the last 40 years until this last year. So here's hoping. Anyway, though, thumbs up. So things are not terrible. I mean, in many ways they are, but they aren't. The one thing that got me up early this morning, oh my gosh, my mattress that I sleep on is this thick, and it is kind of made out of foam. It is very soft, and I have two 4-inch toppers on it. Altogether, my mattress and stuff is like this tall because of mattress and toppers, and it's all foam. And I slept on my left side last night, and at around 5:15-ish, I was awake because on my right side, it felt like someone was driving spikes into my pelvis. There was no position where it was not just horrifically painful. So at 10 to 6, I was up. And right now, it is only 11 minutes past 1. My blood pressure must be up because I have been living through this day at 1 second per second. Normally, I blink, and it's starting to get dark. I am incredibly time blind. But today, it is just slow down, which means I've sped up. And I wonder if that means my blood pressure is up. Anyway, though, the day has been going along very slowly. So, thumbs up. It's nice to experience time at a normal rate. Now, I talked yesterday about how I had gone to Walmart and picked up some 3x5 index cards because I wanted to put characters on them, because there's a lot of games where you can make really simple characters. I mean, way back in 1974 or so, Ken St. Andre made the game Tunnels and Trolls, and Tunnels and Trolls characters, you could almost fit 4 of them on an index card. They're easy enough to make. So it's not new being able to, make a character and put it on just a card. So I bought some cards so that I could put like For Against Darkness characters on them. And then there's other games that are simple that you can put them on a card. But just getting that and thinking about For Against Darkness got me leafing through some of the card things that I have again. You know, make sure these are right side up because there's a top and a bottom to the opening of the card. There's this type which just has like not a full dungeon and not just zoomed into a room, but a small section, and then plus it's got some like name things and oracle stuff. But you can fit these together to make up a dungeon. These are a little tougher, requires a little thinking to put them all together. But I was looking at these because I bought the cards, and then I was looking at bonk as I knock everything over. These ones are like just a, well, as you can see, they're just a small dungeon on a card. X number of rooms with, you know, odd corridors and all that. So that you could, like, say, grab a couple For Against Darkness 3x5 cards, grab one of these, and you've got a dungeon. All you have to do is roll for what's inside of each room. And that's cool. And it's only a 6-room dungeon. Well, let's say you don't want your objective monster to be in the last room. Well, that goes down to floor 2 then. And if you want to have a third room, or a third floor, which For Against Darkness does, you could have a full drop down to the 3rd level, and in room 6, you find your objective monster. And I was just looking through stuff and going, oh my gosh. I am this close to being able to push through my executive function dysfunction issues and be able to play this. And I want to show it off for the channel using all these things in the 3x5 cards. So here's a hoping I'll be able to get something done for that. But I was just inspired by cards and such like that, so I wanted to show it off. Yay! And by show it off is just show it, you know, show it and talk about it. Past that, I have really not been doing much, especially since the last couple of days. Doing anything at all just overstresses these muscles. Muscles? Yeah, partially muscles. The muscles get stressed, and so they irritate the nerves, which irritates the muscles, which irritates the nerve, and then it cycles. But I have been spending about half a day now feeling like I've got a knife stuck in my back. So I'm having to really lean back and just treat my arm like it doesn't work. I generally, if my arm is hanging, I'm holding it like this, right on my hand, well, just lifting it up like this. It's against my stomach or over against my side, holding it up so that it's not pulling and irritating anything, but because I can't do anything with it, or it's going to irritate everything. So yeah, I don't get to do much unless it's a game with a controller. If I can use the Xbox controller, then usually it's not a problem. I can play that for a lot longer because I'm just letting my arm hang down. Not all games that say they use a controller do, so that's irritating, or at least maybe mine's just old enough. But you know, it costs almost $60 to get a brand new Xbox controller from anything. And since they work like with PCs, I tend to use those. And Microsoft designed a good controller and shape, face buttons, handles, and all that. I think they did a really good job. So I enjoy using those, but mine's old. I got it with an Xbox One way back when. And then my Xbox One died like 2 years ago. And then my PlayStation died like 6 months ago. Oh well, life is life. And the only thing they have at my local Walmart for Xbox stuff is the SSD only versions of the Xbox things. I've got physical media that I would like to play. I don't want to have to spend more money and buy it again just so I can play it. I'd like to be able to use the game I bought to play it. So I don't just want to go out and, well, it's window shopping. Because I can't afford it. I'm still trying to save up for a computer. I've gotten the $243 that people sent me last month. And I got that all saved up. So that part's good. But yeah, I'm not going to spend as much as I would spend on a computer, you know, depending, as I would for a console. Because I'm trying to save up for a computer. So, yay! Still though, I have been playing the games that I can play, and oh, even the games that play well don't play well. I play, there's a, oh god, it's the game that was made before Grim Dawn, by the same people that make Grim Dawn, where you're playing, starting off in, you're running through ancient Greece. I can't remember what that is, but they started making a whole bunch of new DLC for it. I'm playing that game now. And I got myself so irritated about it that now I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yes. But even though it does do well, I'll be running along and then it will suddenly stop. And I have to just wait until it figures out what it needs to do. And then it runs through about the 15-20 seconds of waiting in the next second, and then goes on from there. Because, yeah, it goes 0. And then I'm just standing in one place. So that's always fun. But yeah, oh, it's fun. It's joyous. It's better than not having anything at all. It's like here, when I was talking with them about, you know, it looks like my rent's going up $100. I'd like to find out why, you know, to find out what I did wrong in all of my paperwork. But even if I have to suck it up and add $100 to my rent, that's still a great price. I think it's only $500. It's a tiny little place, but I gotta call it home. I'm not gonna complain that much. It's still a great deal. So it's like same deal there. I'm going to complain about it. I'm a human being. But it works, and it's better than not being there. So I'm still intensely grateful for the people that send it to me and for the things that it does. I just wish that it could do, well, things that it can't. So thumbs up for that. Yay. Both hands. But that's the way my life is. I have been thinking a lot about the issues that I've been dealing with, the physical issues here, with my heel, with just all sorts of stuff. Missing appointments, trying to remember stuff, getting caught up with my executive function and dysfunction issues. Now that my heel is starting to feel better, and I can walk around again, it's starting to feel a little bit brighter in my life. But even just bringing my arm over and leaning a bit, I could feel that knife going, oh, digging in just a little deeper. So, we all have our physical issues. So I hope you have a great day, because that'd be very cool. And having talked about it, if you could check out my GoFundMe down in my video description, that would be awesome, because I am trying to save up for that computer. And while I have gotten $243, I think it's been a month and some since anybody has donated. So if you could check that out, that would be awesome. No pressure. If you do not wish to, or you can't, then, you know, that's the way life is. So if you could check it out, though, that'd be awesome. And if you are a Patreon patron, thank you so very, very much. Your help is greatly appreciated. You take me from here to here. Both still hurting, but oh boy, at least I'm up here looking down at this instead of being down there. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated. And for everybody that leaves me a comment, I answer as many as I can. I'm using my arm too much to just sitting here and talking. It is hard to type. I am so very sorry. I appreciate every comment that is left, and that is a very, very good thing. If you could, if you've watched this far, type ruled index into the comments to farm engagement on my side, but to also let the YouTube algorithm know that people actually do watch the videos. Engagement is a good thing. Thumbs up. So thumbs up and thank you. That'd be very cool. I can't remember where I was. Oh yes, other than appreciating you so very, very much. In fact, I appreciate everybody that watches, whether you leave a comment or not. Thumbs up and thank you. I'm just gonna edit, render, upload, take care of myself, try not to hurt myself. I got small things I gotta do, but nothing really major. It's Sunday. So, well, when I'm recording and editing and rendering and uploading. So, not to say that's when you're watching. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done. That would be a very cool thing. But if you cannot, please do not beat yourself up. That does not help you. It just hurts you. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. This is so weird. Because while I've been predominantly right-handed, I have also, it's been like 55% right-handed, 45% left-handed. Right enough, ambidextrous enough that when somebody tosses me something, I usually miss because I have to think about which hand to use instead of just my body doing something. Ever since I severed my radial nerve, and this hand was just dead for like good year and a half before it started coming back, I became primarily left-handed. And then I stayed left-handed for years. And then all this nerve stuff happening, I have been swapping over, going predominantly left-handed, and then going back to being predominantly right-handed, and then this starts going down, so I'm over to being left-handed. Well, I'm swapping from being left-handed back to right-handed again. It takes a while to get used to, and it is weird. It is a weird feeling, but life is life. So you take care, and I will talk to you on the flip side.